welcome to Maxmus and Lexter on the TSW train sim well New York City Lights. This is the track, so we're going to try you through this scenario today, and this is one of the part of the New York parks on the full game on the Xbox. Yes, we are playing this on the Xbox One X, of course. Of course, a lot of these games were on the PC, but we kind of do the console games. So anyway, we did the last New York run with the City Sprinter. So today we're going to try this one. I like to have a little look through the windows. I like to see the reflections and get the feel of the graphics and etc. So we're going to go down to find our train. The last time I did this was kind of the first time I really put myself out to play this. Sounds a bit weird and sounds a bit long, but I've done a few tutorials and a few of the others. So trying to get the feeling of this game now. So we're going to go sit into our engineer seat. So here we go. Our first objective is done. Objective is to put the train in forward. There we go. Okay. So we now need to unlock our doors. So get the passengers on board. Okay, so this time around we're going to keep an eye on the clock that little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to try let some air in here. Try and keep to, how should we say, to keep to schedule a bit more this time. See if we improve. See how we go. So fingers crossed on that one, eh? Right, so just having a little look round as our passengers get on board. So this one takes about 25 to 30 minutes long. I think the whole video comes to about 30 minutes, but here we go. Okay, so we can release our brakes now. And I believe, normally they kind of, I think recommend up to about 40%, I believe. So that's roughly what we're going to go for as a steady ride. Now it looks like our destination is 16 miles away. 45 miles an hour is our top speed. Of course, that will alter throughout our journey. So here we go. Let's see if we can keep to schedule. Not only keep to schedule, let's see if we can really do this, keep to speed limits and everything else. That's really make the big effort here. I like this train. I do like this train. It is quite, not going to say simple to use, but it's quite easy to understand on. Okay, we've got a green light in just 100 yards. All good. And we've got another speed limit of 45. So we can keep the train at maximum of 45. Just like real life, these are maximum speed limits. They not necessarily have to reach them, as long as you can keep the train pretty much close to keep it on schedule, of course. So we're just coming up, so let's just decrease the power a little bit. Keep going, increase, we can speed up now, let everyone know we're on the way. I don't like bell though, let's turn the bell off. Take a little look outside, there we go. I like the old cameras. Got an 80 mile an hour one coming up about 500 yards, so just have a little look at these other camera views. And of course, I do like these ones with the internal. You can put your head out. Obviously, not advisable in life of safety. You don't want to hit your head on the post. I think they're quite good on the train. Anyway, right. So we need to just be careful of our speed. So we can just reduce the power a little bit. Got 100 mile an hour about now, so we're perfectly fine. As we can see, we've got some more green lights. As we can actually increase our power a little bit more now. Here we go. Oh look, 45 now, so we've got to have to be careful. Let's just decrease. Looks like we're going to have lots of little increases and decreases of speed. 13 miles to our destination. You can see that just about in the middle of the screen to the right. So 0.2 miles we need to be going 45. So let's put it in idle and let it drift. Our brake's down there, so we need to just maybe apply a little bit of braking just to get us into the right speed as we approach. I think it's like real traffic, isn't it? You know, if you go past the speed limit sign, say like 30 mile an hour or kilometers per hour, however you would like to say it, if you've gone past it, that's it, you've hit it. You need to be prepared beforehand, not after. Once you're in that speed limit, that's it. So here we go. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Hello everyone. Of course, the good thing about this is the sound effects, you know. I like bridges, ain't that good, eh? Nice views on these ones. I do like this setup. We can apply just a little bit of power, not too much. And we can increase power quite soon as about 100 yards, coming up to 100 yards, we can go up to 70 miles per hour. So we can slightly increase more and more. Now if you look by the speed dial there, you can see like whether you've got an incline and that, yeah, it's like 0.4 decline at the moment. So you might be wanting to be aware of that if you're actually quite close to your speeds, because if you're going downhill like everything else, you're going to speed up. Down to 60. This really is a journey of testing your speed sort of alterations. It really is. I suppose it keeps you active rather than just sitting in the cab though, which is a good thing. Might be a bit boring if you're just sitting in a train not doing a lot, so actually it's quite good to I think that tree needs cutting down. Send that for the maintenance crew. Okay, so we are now in the 60 mile an hour zone. Now we can go along quite steadily here. Oh, look, back up to 70, about what, 400 yards. Now obviously, you can speed up to these. You can stay quite steady, but you've got to watch your time to meet the objective of the game. So to meet the objective, you do need to meet the time limits. As you can see on the top left hand corner of the screens, you've got where we need to be at the station at the time. I say the time is in between the speed on the bottom right to meet the objective. Our overhead powers cables, of course, there. So we've got 10 miles left. And the corner. Quite enjoyed this one for the graphics. And when it first did your demo on the Xbox, I'll be brutally honest, there were a few glitches. But since the full game and this update's come up, it does run a lot smoother. So if you heard the bad things in the past, don't worry about it so much now. It really is running quite smooth. Okay, we just put it on idle now. Just again, keep an eye on that speed. So we've got 1 mile, or just under 1 mile to 65 miles an hour. So quite a few miles per hour different markers on this track. So that's all good though. Keeps us busy. Nope, what's happened? No. How did that happen? Oh, that's good. I will talk to that one. So I'm trying to do it without much fault. Put the brakes on these because the train is slowing. Probably because that went into. I'm not sure what happens. I think it's very easy. I'm not making excuses here, but it's very easy. I've noticed on the Xbox to. Maybe it's just me to knock a control when you've got the controller in your hand. That's happened to me a couple of times, but this is the first time I've probably really made the effort here to really match everything. So fingers crossed. That was my first little mishap without any problem. I used to, when I first started playing this, I used to put the brakes on by accident. Oh, I'm not going. But if that ever happens, we can just basically bring the train to a stop, bring everything right to the beginning, and then just start again. You have to literally turn on the power right down, put the brakes down, one to release, and set it forward, and you're going again. Sometimes, you've got to let the train reset. Okay, so 70 miles an hour, so we can now increase. It's up and down, isn't it, on the speeds? Now we're back to 60. Oh dear. Okay, right, power off again. Put it back on idle. Add a little bit, I suppose. Let's just add a little bit. There's another train. Now, I've never been to New York myself, personally, so it's all quite a little bit sightseeing. We're not getting much sightseeing done today. Look, 70 miles an hour. Oh dear. Brake is on release. Looking all good. Okay. Shall we not? Yeah, let's give it a little bit more boost. Not too mad. No, did you see that? Did it again, didn't I? Oh no, let's see what happens. The train's going to slow down. See, we've got a 40 mile an hour speed limit coming up on 1.2, so we're going to everybody. So we need to literally bring the train slower down anyway. Not for a while yet, we've got 1 mile left. Close the window. That's a bit quieter. Should I open that one? Do I get in between? Because it's good. I like to hear the sound effects. I don't know anybody else, but I do like the sound effects. Brake. So 40 miles an hour, so that's get it down to there. We don't want to go too slow. Let's try a bit more. Brake is on release. It's like it's really struggling. Do we know why? Yes, there we go. Now this is what I was saying earlier. just must have pushed it again, mustn't I? So this is what I say about reset. Put it on idle and we can alter it, put it in forward and off we go. We don't want that. A moment of confusion for the moment there. So hopefully we can be off and going. Give it a little bit more. It seems to be struggling. I'm sure we'll pick up. We'll go up to 50 miles an hour. It's working really, really hard. I'm sure the brakes are definitely off. Here we go. Oh good. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're going. I like the scenery in this bit. Yeah, bridge. I like bridges. I don't know why. I think it's just more of an architect type thing. It's not necessarily, buildings and bridges. I like it's not a concrete thing. It's not like I don't like countryside. I very, very much like countryside. It's just more of a sort of engineering and architecture type thing. But anyway, off topic. Here we go. Getting up to speed now. Look at that. Ain't that nice? I hope the passengers are enjoying their ride. There we go. Does remind me of a bridge, not that too far from where we actually live actually. Over the bridge we go ourselves. See the reflection of the sun on the dashboard there? It's like as it's going through the shadows. See, those type of things are what makes it kind of realer for people who really want to get as much effect as you can. There we go, see we're past it, you're just getting the odd little bit from the post there. A nice comfortable amount of power to the train. Keep it sort of ticking over. So it looks like I'm just about miles away. We've got another speed limit of 55 miles an hour. And another train. Hey Rob. Yeah, chugging past. We've got the window open on that side. So just watch our speed here. Okay. We're certainly having to do more adjusting of the speed in this one. The last one was, well, any time I've played it actually, to be honest, as far. Certainly a lot more adjusting. So coming up now, the 55 mile an hour mark. Now, I don't know if the Xbox, I've seen comments in a group somewhere with like saying, I'm trying to think of basically like what I'm assuming is an add-on for the game. It's basically the comment was like a place and a track, and then people had in comments, I hope that they can ride this train, all that trying with it. So it does sound like the Xbox version will be having add-ons just like the PC. Although it's a long way behind with the add-ons, it will give, I think it's sometimes a bit more personal touch, because if you get a train track near you, obviously it can become a bit more interesting, a bit more fun to drive the trains or see places near you, of course. And I'm enjoying this actually, I'm enjoying this ride. I hope you are too. Because, you know, there's not too much overpowering scenery in this one. It's just the right balance. It's a nice smooth train to use. It's a smooth ride. You've got a bit of the sunset. You know, you've got different scenery. We've had water, we've had bridges, we've had buildings. So I really like this one. Just watching the speed. As we approach, what was it? We've got about 4 miles. It's done it again, hasn't it? I really don't know where it's catching that. It's done it again. So I think it must be catched it. Maybe I'm pushing a button as I alter the speed and it's not quite on the speed. I'm sure we'll be fine. Am I on does that, or does anybody else do that? I don't know. Well, we've got about 3.6 miles to our destination, so we're getting there. I think the time, looking at the time between when we expected, it's pretty good. So hopefully, I think my challenge has always been making sure the train stops. I won't say smoothly, but just into the station and stops at the right place first time. I'll try and think if I've actually achieved that. Very, very close. I think in our last video, in the City Sprinter video, we did pretty well. 3 miles. And closing. No, I like this one, as I say, because there's plenty of different scenery to look at. This one I've enjoyed because we have had to be quite involved within the speed limits, you know, within the different speed adjustments. Into the tunnel we go. But somewhere over here is some lights. What happens to tunnel? Oh, it's all gone dark. No, let's turn them on. Where are they? Oh, there we go. Let's turn them on. There we go. See what we're doing. Okay, so now if this is the same as the last video, this tunnel goes on for quite a while. Actually, I think it's pretty much to our destination. So we just got to watch speeds, because as we can see in 1.65 miles we literally go down to like 15 miles an hour. We get an echo a little bit. So we're in 1.2 miles. One mile now. So we need to start thinking about slowing the train down to the 15 miles an hour. I know it's not just yet. You can't, if you're going like 50, whatever it was before, obviously stop just like that, because you've got to give your passengers a nice smooth ride. Of course, we want to provide a happy railway service. No comment. Okay, so that's how we're doing. We want to keep it ticking over because we're not there just yet. 0.8 to our destination. It's all good. So as we approach the 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, this really will be cruising the training. Bit of a test, I suppose, to keep the train cruising at a low speed. Bit of a test there for us. I think with your passenger, you just coming in slowly, you just like, come on, speed up, let's just get there. So we're bringing the train in nice and steady now. As we can see, we are literally under a mile now until our destination stops. Steady, steady. Don't stop though. Just give it enough, just to keep it going. No. 700 yards. So let's see whether we can actually get the train stopped in the correct place. First time without stopping the train before we quite reach our destination. Well, let's just see if we can stop it pretty much where it's meant to. Let's just say that. Okay, so a little bit more power just to keep it going. Come on, we're not there just yet. Almost there. Or 100 yards. We should see the marker very soon. It's around the corner. There we go. And let's put that idle. Get ready for the brakes, not just yet. Wait for it. Okay, let's slowly bring it in. And then you can see the marker just coming up there, so you've got to let the train get there. If you stop the train before, we won't actually achieve it. So we're going to need a little bit more power just to get there. Give it a little bit more. The train hasn't stopped yet, so can't moan at me yet. Can't say I ain't done it yet. The train's still going. The train hasn't stopped. I think perfect timing as well. Good timing. If you look at the 2 times on the top left and in between, we've reached the destination at a good time as well. So keep going. Almost there. Oh, look, keen. Almost. There we are. 50 yards, 40. There we go, 40 yards. And apply some braking. Here's our marker. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, how about that? Now open the doors. I think we did that quite well. That was a perfect stop. Come on. Who says it wasn't? I think it was. Can we see the passengers get out? Oh look, turn around. There's all our passengers. Thank you for riding with Maxmus and Lexter Railway. We do hope you've enjoyed your commute for the day, and we do hope you have an enjoyable day at work or seeing friends and family. Well, I think that's the end of this scenario on this one. So what you have to do now to end this scenario, basically close the doors, and then what you do is you walk up the stairs. Now I just cut that little bit out, but that's what you have to do. But just to prove I finished it, there we go. As we can see, New York pen all ticked. So yeah, so you come out of the train and you just walk to there and that completes it. So thank you very much everybody. I will see you next video. You take care. Bye.